the train to Machu Picchu. YouTube.
Llamas in Inca times were sacred animals.
Let me explain you where we are. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful cooperative.
After a bit of food, right?
And of course, to preserve part of our wildlife, which is endangered. Okay? And well, thanks to this activity, which is a tourism, we are working in this, or this community is
They want feeding.
showing this, or preserving this fantastic, wildlife. Well, my friends, in South America, but they are good animals walking on the mountains. Yeah, like mountain goats.
Go on, have a nibble. Have a nibble. Have a nibble.
Who is the biggest
Animal, the one of these animals was used to make textiles, middle class and low class people. High class people on Punya Wall, high class people on baby alpaca. These llamas and alpacas can live more than 15 years. 30 kilo long distances. Short distances, 60 kilo. Yes, yeah. Alpaca now is becoming so famous. Zero cholesterol. Alpacas are smaller than alpacas. We have also here two varieties of alpacas. Alpacas with here is this one with wool, and the other ones with long fibers. Long fibers. This is the normal alpaca.
Rafters.
Down here you can see
Babies. Baby alpacas.
just normally
It definitely looks bigger in the pictures. Unless it's just a model, which I don't know.
2 years ago, and probably the parents were killed by Canyon. Sometimes you want it, just to remind you real quick. Buenos dias, ladies. Buenos dias. As funny as might sound, you probably are more fluent in Spanish and the native language of Quechua. Okay? They are part of those 320 families. I don't know if you were told, but this beautiful place, it's a social place. Hands of the community, that's the name of the place. So these ladies, when they were little, like about 8, 9 years old, they developed this interest in learning. By the time they were like about 18, 19, they already knew about 20-something of those techniques. Somehow, modern technology has been good, but there are certain things in life that we not meant to be changed. By the time they finish one of those, it's going to be about 4 months. It's a long time. This here happens to be the hardest. Feel the tension. Baby up all the way. See that? She's counting. A lot of math is involved. How many stitches I'm going to put to the left, to the right. You see that? And there's no such a thing as a photocopy of any book. These ladies are pure inspiration. But our biggest challenge is being, once their work is finished, how are we going to sell their beautiful work? If we know that almost 80% of what they're selling is improved in the past few years, it's not major. Then the raw material more likely be something like this here. See, like this. And she have to use this little tool to do the spinning process, converting the raw material into regular trays. ¿Me quieres hacer un poquito? This is, ¿dónde está el pedazo que yo le di temprano? Okay. Le comeré.
But she already has in her head.
That's the way it's been done for many centuries.
Going to do. Each one of these ladies.
That type of work, that spinning process, sometimes it can take about a couple of days, or maybe even longer.
When they finish doing this fabric,
if she's in a good mood to work a lot of this. See? And 4 months later, this is what we're going to have. That's a lot of work, my dear friends. But somehow we're going to be after all of us. Follow the inspiration of a lot of those ancient civilization. The one over here belongs to the pre-Inca era. Yes. That one there, the Paracas, these Paracas people consider to be the mother of all the weaving techniques. As you can see there, they are like zoomorphic and anthropomorphic, but the figures are flying in the universe as guardian angels. That probably the true example of their beliefs in reincarnation. Look over there. Living souls coming out of their mouth. That tapestry took us almost 2 years to finish. What made it so complicated was the raw material.
So this is the Sacred Valley, 85 kilometers. Pretty cool. He's not on the mobile phone whatsoever.
For the capital of the Inca Empire to the jungle area within the background. Ultramamba is the kind of magic on the jungle. Probably until there they were going, to connect this. They need to guard and you can kind of close with them, with the jungle. So probably also here.
Amigos, we have two meaning of tambo. Tambo is resting place. In the small meaning, short meaning, tambo is a resting place. Tambo meaning resting place. Biggest meaning of tambo is like this: tiny village with administration place, religious place. We have the terraces. We have the place for workers up there, mis amigos. We have also granaries here to keep the dried products. The Incas were champions drying corn, drying potatoes, drying meat, like quinoa, granary. In Inca times, two kind of season. Rainy season, 6 months. Dry season, 6 months. We are entering in springtime and starting the first rain we have yesterday. All the tiny villages like this. Administration place, religious place, terraces, place for workers. Workers, they have to pay taxes. And taxes with working. Okay, there is control point. Picture, enough picture, mi amigos. Yes. Yeah. What place in England? But you are starting Salcantay. Incas were the last civilization developed in South America, and that's why they were afraid from other attacks, other civilizations. That's why these points control points.
Really not retired.
5,000 holes. Only high-class people were mummified. Brain out, stomach out. They put you in fetal position with dried with salt. This is very dry. They put you wrapped with some textiles, some golden pins, and they put you in those holes. Closed with clay, and the biggest Inca cemetery. Waiting 500 years after that, you are coming alive. That was the idea in Inca times. Only high-class people. Low-class people were buried in the ground, inside. Now, as you can see here, you can see the differences in architecture. We saw Sacsayhuaman. Pachacutec say the best architecture for the religion, the best architecture for the Inca palaces. Second level.
Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is the place we're at now.
How long have you guys been here?
And now we're heading up there. So, them up there on the mountain are where all the grain's stored, and the windows in there are to let the wind in so it keeps them dry. Pretty cool.
The most jubilees are
Door went up the steps, went up to the temple of the south. Only was finished this first level. Pachacutec say the best architecture for the see the best architecture here. More clay in the top. Design steps.
I'm not saying that
Temple of the Sun. Difficult to carve, so difficult to make so sharp. And that's why it's a little bit mystery. The question is what function had this kind of stones? That's others say probably with ropes to put in the right place. I can see many people. Others say probably had some astronomical purposes. 12 o'clock, winter solstice and summer solstice. So probably in certain periods you could measure exactly. The Incas had different systems of to measure equinoxes and solstices. Yes, the China, different civilizations, they had to know very old techniques. Egyptians, but this technique was lost. Spaniards were not interested in this architecture. They brought the horizontal and vertical architecture. It's perfectly, that is also the big question. In Cusco, at the Coricancha, you see different systems.
Ah, cool. Absolutely fascinating.
Ollantaytambo Valley 2, Machu Picchu. Here what you see is pre-Inca sector. Pre-Inca sector. According to the modern archaeology, there was no pre-Inca. Always there was one civilization. Started 3,000 years before Christ. Then coming 3,000 years before Christ. Then other civilizations in different places. The last civilization, a city. You can see the basement of the first part of the construction is Inca. Second part is Espanol. The roof made of. They made holes and they using hard materials. They draw stones. And here you can see it's like what machine is used to cut like this, like a piece of cheese.
Quite big.
Still making some rituals for human. That's why they grow on the faces of this. This and enters in the Amazon. All this place was surrounded by big walls for protection. A strategic military point.
We've got drains in.
And these are the initials of the high school. The school boys. To make some propaganda. Anniversary.
This is the train to Machu Picchu. I've got an hour and 50 minutes of this.